The Sound of Music from 1965 isn't just a film, it's a treasure adored by millions over the years, weaving a spell with its tender tale, irresistible songs, and performances that echo through time. This classic musical still lifts our spirits, but behind its joyful notes lies a somber truth. Many of the stars who made it unforgettable have left us, some in ways that'll tug at your heartstrings. From the cherished von Trapp clan to the standout sidekicks, their brilliance endures in this cinematic gem. In this exploration, we'll walk down memory lane, shining a spotlight on the Sound of Music actors we've lost, celebrating their lives, their craft, and the indelible mark they left on movie history. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more heartfelt tributes to the stars who left an indelible mark on our hearts. Charmian Carr as Liesl von Trapp. Charmian Carr played Liesl von Trapp, the eldest von Trapp daughter, who falls in love with Rolf and sings 16 going on 17 in The Sound of Music, 1965. In 1965, when she starred in the film, she was 23 years old.
Fellows I meet may tell me I'm sweet, and willingly I believe.
After The Sound of Music, Charmian had only one other major acting role, starring in the Stephen Sondheim television musical Evening Primrose, 1966, opposite Anthony Perkins. Sadly, Charmian Carr died on September 17, 2016 in Los Angeles, California, USA, at the age of 73 from complications from a rare form of dementia. She was cremated, and her ashes were given to family members. Her legacy as a versatile and beloved actor endures, both in her heartfelt role in The Sound of Music and beyond. Portia Nelson as Sister Berthe. Portia Nelson played Sister Berthe, a stern nun in the Abbey who helps the von Trapp family escape by sabotaging the Nazis' car in The Sound of Music, 1965. In 1965, when she starred in the film, she was 45 years old.
She's missing from the Abbey again. Perhaps we should have put a cowbell around her neck.
Have you tried the barn? You know how much she adores the animal.
After The Sound of Music, Portia had roles in The Trouble with Angels, 1966, as Sister Elizabeth, The Mystery of the Chinese Junk, 1967, as Aunt Gertrude Hardy, and Dr. Dolittle, 1967, as Sarah Dolittle, among other roles. Sadly, Portia Nelson died on March 6, 2001, in New York City, New York, USA, at the age of 80 from cancer. Per her request, Nelson's ashes were spread by friends and family at the Kolob Canyons in Utah's Zion National Park, one of her favorite childhood recreational spots. Her legacy as a versatile and beloved actor endures, both in her heartfelt role in The Sound of Music and beyond. Eleanor Parker as the Baroness. Eleanor Parker portrayed Elsa von Schrader, the sophisticated fiancée of Captain von Trapp, who nearly wins his heart in The Sound of Music, 1965. Back in 1965, when she featured in the movie, she was 43 years old.
How can you leave it as often as you do?
Oh, pretending to be madly active, I suppose. Activity suggests a life filled with purpose.
Beyond The Sound of Music, Eleanor took on parts in films like The Voice of the Turtle, 1947, as Sally Middleton, Caged, 1950, as Marie Allen, and Detective Story, 1951, as Mary McLeod, among other projects. In her life, she faced challenges in her career, including criticism for overacting and personal struggles like a fire at her home and multiple marriages. Tragically, Eleanor Parker lost her life on December 9, 2013, in Palm Springs, California, USA, at 91, due to pneumonia. She was laid to rest at Forest Lawn Memorial Park, Hollywood Hills, Los Angeles, California, USA. Her skill and elegance as an actor remain, captured in her poised performance in The Sound of Music and her impressive career. Peggy Wood as Mother Abbess. Peggy Wood, born on February 9, 1892, in Brooklyn, New York, USA, portrayed Mother Abbess at age 73, the wise and gentle leader of the Abbey who guides Maria with strength and song in The Sound of Music, 1965.
I have looked everywhere, in all of the usual places.
Sister Betty's, considering that it's Maria, I suggest you look in some place unusual.
Beyond The Sound of Music, Wood is best remembered for her performance as the title character in the CBS television series Mama, 1949 to 1957, for which she was nominated for a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series, among other projects. In her life, She faced challenges in her career, including balancing stage and screen work, as well as personal struggles like the loss of her husband early in their marriage. Tragically, Peggy Wood lost her life on March 18, 1978, in Stamford, Connecticut, USA, at the age of 86 due to a stroke. She was cremated, and her ashes were given to her family members. Her skill and elegance as an actor remain, captured in her poised performance in The Sound of Music and her impressive career. Christopher Plummer as Captain Georg von Trapp. Christopher Plummer, born on December 13, 1929, in Toronto, Canada, portrayed Captain Georg von Trapp, the stern widower who commanded his 7 children with military precision, in The Sound of Music, 1965, at age 36. Beneath his rigid exterior, Plummer revealed a tender, conflicted soul, gradually softened by Maria's warmth and the rediscovery of music.
Now, this is your new governess, Fräulein.
Beyond The Sound of Music, Plummer had a long and distinguished career, including roles in films like The Man Who Would Be King, 1975, The Silent Partner, 1978, and many others. In his personal life, Plummer faced struggles with alcoholism early in his career, but overcame them, finding stability and continued success in his later years. Tragically, Christopher Plummer passed away on February 5, 2021, at his home in Weston, Connecticut, USA, at the age of 91 due to complications from a fall. His contributions to the entertainment industry continue to be remembered. Richard Haydn as Max Detweiler. Richard Haydn, born on March 10, 1905, in London, England, portrayed Max Detweiler, the charming, fun-loving music promoter, in The Sound of Music, 1965, at age 60. Max adds a touch of wit and humor to the film.
Unless the joke's improved, Max, I'm taking back my invitation.
You didn't invite me to your villa. I invited myself.
Naturally.
You needed a shot.
Beyond The Sound of Music, Haydn is best known for his work as a voice actor in animated cartoons, and his recurring roles in television shows like The Twilight Zone, Bewitched, and many others. In his personal life, Haydn's career was often marked by his ability to play both comedic and dramatic roles with equal skill. Tragically, Richard Haydn passed away on June 25, 1985, at the age of 80 in Los Angeles, California, USA, due to complications from surgery. His body was donated to the University of California, Los Angeles for medical science, and his ashes were scattered at sea. His portrayal of Max Detweiler remains a standout in The Sound of Music and in the hearts of many fans. Doris Lloyd as Baroness Eberfeld. Doris Lloyd, born on May 17, 1896, in London, England, portrayed Baroness Eberfeld, a refined yet less defined member of the aristocratic guests at the Von Trapp Ball in The Sound of Music, 1965, at age 69. Her role, though smaller, adds an element of aristocratic elegance to the scene.
Buy yourself a decent coat, and I don't want to see you until your coat is better. Do you understand?
Bless you, Mum.
Beyond The Sound of Music, Doris Lloyd was best known for her roles in films like Alice in Wonderland, 1951, voicing one of the Roses, The Time Machine, 1960, and several Tarzan films. In addition to her film work, Lloyd was also a popular radio and television actress, appearing in various programs and leaving a lasting impact on both the big and small screens. Sadly, Doris Lloyd passed away on May 21, 1968, at the age of 76 in Santa Barbara, California, USA. She is interred in Glendale's Forest Lawn Memorial Park Cemetery. Doris Lloyd's contribution to The Sound of Music remains a charming and memorable part of the film's aristocratic ensemble. Marni Nixon as Sister Sophia. Marni Nixon, born on February 22, 1930, in Altadena, California, USA, portrayed Sister Sophia, one of the nuns in The Sound of Music, 1965, at age 35. While her role was small, she added to the warmth and charm of the film's convent scenes, particularly with her participation in the iconic musical numbers.
Vale, mariachi!
In addition to The Sound of Music, Nixon was best known for providing the singing voices for actresses in many classic films, such as Audrey Hepburn in My Fair Lady, 1964, Natalie Wood in West Side Story, 1961, and Deborah Kerr in The King and I, 1956. Her voice became a key part of many Hollywood musicals, though she often went uncredited. Throughout her career, Nixon faced challenges, including a lack of recognition, poor pay, and struggles with royalty issues, which were common for many behind-the-scenes talents in the industry at the time. Later, she battled breast cancer. Despite these obstacles, she remained a respected figure in both film and music. Sadly, on July 24, 2016, at the age of 86, she passed away in New York, USA, due to breast cancer. She was cremated, and her ashes were given to her family. Her contribution to the sound of music and her legacy as a voice artist continue to be celebrated today. Heather Menzies-Urich as Louisa von Trapp. Heather Menzies-Urich, born on December 3, 1949, in Toronto, Canada, portrayed Louisa von Trapp, the mischievous and fun-loving second oldest of the Von Trapp children in The Sound of Music, 1965, at age 16. Louisa brought energy and a sense of playful charm to the family dynamic, contributing to the film's heartwarming appeal.
The dog bites. Well,
beyond her role as Louisa von Trapp in The Sound of Music, Menzies-Urich is also best known for her portrayal of Jessica Six in the TV series Logan's Run, 1977 to 1978. She also appeared in various films, including Piranha, 1978. In her personal life, Heather found success in acting and later in marriage to actor Robert Urich. However, Menzies-Urich faced a significant challenge when she was diagnosed with terminal brain cancer about a month before her death. Sad, Heather Menzies-Urich passed away on December 24, 2017, at the age of 68 in Park City, Utah, USA. She was buried at Westlake Church of Christ Cemetery in Westlake, Ontario, Canada. Her legacy continues to live on in the hearts of fans. Gertrude Astor as party guest. Gertrude Astor, born on September 24, 1887, in Chicago, Illinois, USA, appeared in The Sound of Music, 1965, in a smaller role as one of the aristocratic party guests at the Von Trapp Ball. At the time, she was 78 years old.
Yes, dearie, you can get some ice cream.
Get me my new hat, dear, and I'll get some ice cream.
Astor's career spanned several decades, and she was best known for her earlier work in silent films. She appeared in Stage Struck, 1925, alongside Gloria Swanson, and later in The Strong Man, 1926, with Harry Langdon. Sadly, Gertrude Astor passed away on November 9, 1977, at the age of 90 in Woodland Hills, California, from a stroke. Her cremated remains were interred in the Abbey of Psalms at Hollywood Memorial Park. Though her role in The Sound of Music was small, Astor's contributions to the entertainment industry, particularly during the silent film era, remain an important part of Hollywood's history. Ben Wright as Herr Zeller. Ben Wright, born on June 5, 1915, in London, England, portrayed Herr Zeller, the sinister Nazi sympathizer in The Sound of Music, 1965, at age 50. His character serves as an antagonist, reflecting the growing political tensions in Austria as the Von Trapp family navigates their opposition to Nazi rule. Wright's career spanned both film and television, with notable appearances in shows like The Twilight Zone and The Rifleman. He was also known for his voice work, lending his talents to various animated films, and frequently appeared in Western films and television series during the 1950s and 1960s. In his personal life, Wright was known for his reserved and private nature. He passed away on November 1, 1989, at the age of 74, in Los Angeles, California, USA, due to cancer. He was cremated, and his ashes were given to his family. Ben Wright's portrayal of Herr Zeller remains one of the most memorable villainous roles in The Sound of Music, contributing to the film's lasting impact as a cultural classic. Anna Lee as Sister Margareta. Anna Lee, born on January 2, 1913, in England, portrayed Sister Margareta, one of the nuns at the convent in The Sound of Music, 1965, at age 52. Sister Margareta is a kind and supportive presence among the nuns, offering guidance to Maria as she embarks on her journey with the Von Trapp family. Beyond The Sound of Music, Anna Lee had a long and successful career in both film and television. She appeared in films such as How Green Was My Valley, 1941, and The Bigamist, 1953, and became widely recognized for her role on the soap opera General Hospital, where she played Lila Quartermain for over 2 decades. In her personal life, Anna-Lee faced a few challenges, including the tragic loss of her son in 1980, but she continued to work well into her later years. Anna-Lee passed away on May 14, 2004, at the age of 91, in Pasadena, California, USA, from cancer. She was laid to rest at Westwood Memorial Park in Westwood, Los Angeles County, California, USA. Monty O'Grady as party guest. Monty O'Grady, born on January 5, 1916, in Boston, Massachusetts, USA, appeared in The Sound of Music, 1965, in a smaller role as one of the aristocratic party guests at the Von Trapp Ball. At the time, he was 54 years old.
He wants winners, not quitters. If you can't win, at least try to win.
O'Grady began his film career in the silent movie era of the mid-1920s as a child actor, best known as a member of the early Our Gang group. Upon reaching adulthood, he became an extremely prolific and ubiquitous extra, making countless background appearances in films and television shows throughout his career. Monty O'Grady passed away on March 8, 2000, at the age of 84, in Woodland Hills, Los Angeles, California, due to cardiac arrest. While his roles were often in the background, his enduring presence in Hollywood contributed to the fabric of cinematic history. Frank Baker as party guest. Frank Baker, born on October 11, 1892, in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, appeared in The Sound of Music, 1965, in a smaller role as one of the aristocratic party guests at the Von Trapp Ball. He was 72 years old at the time.
Hide like sandflies, never see 'em.
Does them GS shovels? Will I get 2 or 3 of the blokes to start in?
Right.
Outside The Sound of Music, Baker was best known for his appearances in A Chump at Oxford, 1940, The New Adventures of Tarzan, 1935, and Mary of Scotland, 1936. He was also a member of the informal John Ford Stock Company, appearing in 17 of Ford's films throughout his career. Frank Baker passed away on December 30, 1980, at the age of 88 in Woodland Hills, Los Angeles, California, USA, due to natural causes. Though his role in The Sound of Music was small, his legacy as a character actor and his contributions to classic cinema endure. Norma Varden as Frau Schmidt. Norma Varden, born on January 20, 1898, in London, England, portrayed Frau Schmidt, the von Trapp family's loyal and kind-hearted housekeeper in The Sound of Music, 1965. At age 67, her character brought warmth and subtle humor to the film.
I can take him out in the car, and when we get to a very lonely spot, knock him on the head with a hammer, pour gasoline over him and over the car, and set the whole...
Outside The Sound of Music, Varden had a prolific career, appearing in classics like Casablanca, 1942, Witness for the Prosecution, 1957, and National Velvet, 1944. She was also a familiar face on television, with roles in shows such as I Love, Lucy, and Perry Mason. Norma Varden passed away on January 19, 1989, at the age of 90 in Santa Barbara, California, USA, due to heart failure. She was laid to rest at Santa Barbara Cemetery in Santa Barbara, California. Her grace and talent left a lasting mark on both the big and small screens. Leota Richards as party guest. Leota Richards, born on March 15, 1907, in Columbus, Ohio, USA, appeared in The Sound of Music, 1965, as one of the elegant party guests at the Von Trapp Ball. She was 49 years old at the time.
Telephone call for Mr. Walters. Mr. Walters, please.
I love jewelry.
Richards had an extensive career as a background actor, often appearing in the uncredited roles. She was known for her work in films like The Ten Commandments, 1956, Ocean's 11, 1960, and Batman, the movie, 1966. Her career spanned decades, making her a familiar face in classic cinema and television. Leota Richards passed away on February 7, 1998, at the age of 90 in Los Angeles, California, USA, due to natural causes. She was laid to rest at Westwood Memorial Park in Westwood, Los Angeles County, California, USA. Though her roles were often in the background, her presence added depth to countless iconic productions. Kim Carath as Gretel von Trapp. Kim Carrath, born on August 4, 1958, in Los Angeles, California, USA, portrayed Gretel von Trapp, the youngest and most innocent child of the von Trapp family in The Sound of Music, 1965, at the tender age of 7. Her role as the adorable little girl who joins in the family's musical performances and is lovingly protected by her older siblings made her an unforgettable part of the film. Carrath's portrayal of Gretel captured the heart of audiences, particularly in her moments of pure innocence and joy. After The Sound of Music's incredible success, Kim Carrath appeared in a few other projects, including the Disney film The Moon Spinners, 1964, and The Gnome Mobile, 1967, but she soon decided to step away from the limelight. Choosing to focus on her education and other personal interests, she shifted her attention away from acting and towards new endeavors. Though she has occasionally considered returning to the acting world, Kim has also dedicated herself to advocacy. She became a passionate supporter of children with disabilities and co-founded the Aurelia Foundation, an organization focused on helping children in need. At the age of 26, Kim married Philippe Lequebec, and together they have a son. As of 2025, Kim, now 66 years old, resides in Southern California with her family. She continues to be involved in charitable causes, particularly those related to animal rights and the arts. Despite her departure from acting, Kim remains closely connected to the Sound of Music community, regularly attending reunions and sharing her cherished memories from the film. Her portrayal of Gretel remains loved and admired by generations of fans around the world. Dwayne Chase as Kurt von Trapp. Dwayne Chase, born on December 12, 1950 in the United States, portrayed Kurt von Trapp, the fourth of the von Trapp children, in The Sound of Music, 1965, at age 15. Kurt is known for his charming personality and youthful energy, adding a sense of lightheartedness to the von Trapp family.
Peter, you shouldn't say that. Why not? Don't you think it's ugly? Of course. But Fräulein Hilda's was ugliest.
After The Sound of Music, Dwayne Chase appeared in the 1966 Disney film Follow Me, Boys as a Boy Scout, and that same year, he played Danny Matthews in The Big Valley. However, he soon stepped away from acting, focusing on a career in technology. As of 2025, Dwayne Chase is 74 years old and has stepped away from acting. He works as a computer software analyst for oil and mining companies, living outside of Seattle and enjoying mountain climbing. Though his time in Hollywood was brief, his role in The Sound of Music remains iconic and beloved by fans around the world. Debbie Turner as Martha von Trapp. Debbie Turner, born on September 5, 1956, in Arcadia, California, USA, portrayed Martha von Trapp, the sweet and gentle second youngest child of the von Trapp family in The Sound of Music, 1965, at age 9.
Louisa! Kurt! Brigitte! Martha!
Marta's innocence and warmth added to the charm of the beloved film. After the film's success, Turner returned to school and focused on her education and other interests, essentially leaving show business. She later found her passion in interior design and floral arrangements, running a successful floral design business. As of 2025, Debbie Turner is 68 years old and currently lives in a suburb of Minnesota with her husband Richard Larson and their 4 daughters. Though her time in Hollywood was brief, her portrayal of Martha remains a cherished part of cinematic history, and she continues to connect with fans through The Sound of Music reunions and events. Angela Cartwright as Brigitte von Trapp. Angela Cartwright, born on September 9, 1952, in England, portrayed Brigitte von Trapp, the fifth of the von Trapp children, in The Sound of Music, 1965, at age 13. Brigitte's sharp wit and maturity brought a unique charm to the family dynamic.
To play such awful tricks on people.
Oh, it's easy.
But why do it? Well, how else can we get Father's attention?
Yes.
Oh, I see.
After The Sound of Music, Angela starred in Lost in Space, 1965 to 1968, as Penny Robinson. She also appeared in other TV shows and films, including The Game of Life, 1975, and The Family Tree, 2016. Angela later pursued photography and writing, sharing her personal experiences in books like Angela's Alleys. She married Steve Gullion, and they have 2 children. As of 2025, Angela Cartwright is 72 years old, residing in the U.S., and continues to enjoy her creative pursuits. Her portrayal of Brigitte remains a lasting legacy from The Sound of Music. Julie Andrews as Maria von Trapp. Julie Andrews, born on October 1st, 1935, in Walton-on-Thames, Surrey, England, portrayed Maria von Trapp, the energetic and free-spirited governess in The Sound of Music, 1965, at age 30. Maria's infectious optimism and love for the Von Trapp children, combined with her blossoming romance with Captain Von Trapp, made Andrews' performance iconic.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. Well, the children will have a mother again.
Yes. Well, good night.
Good night.
Before The Sound of Music, Andrews was already a beloved star, having gained recognition for her role in Mary Poppins, 1964, which won her an Academy Award. Afterward, she continued to star in a series of successful films such as Victor Sta in Victoria, 1982, The Princess Diaries, 2001, and Shrek III, 2007. Julie Andrews faced challenges, including a vocal surgery in the early 1990s that led to a temporary loss of her singing voice. However, she remained a beloved figure in entertainment, turning to writing and acting. As of 2025, Julie Andrews is 89 years old, living a quiet life and continuing to inspire audiences with her decades of work. Her portrayal of Maria remains a cornerstone of her legendary career. Thank you so much for joining us as we celebrate the unforgettable cast of The Sound of Music. We hope this journey through the hills brought back cherished memories of the beloved Von Trapp family and the brilliant stars who brought their story to life. If you enjoyed it, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more heartfelt tributes to the classics we all hold dear. Share your favorite Sound of Music, moments, or characters in the comments below. We'd love to hear them. Until next time, take care and let the music live on.